Good morning. Okay, it's 9 a.m. Good morning, grant lovers. All right, it's turned on. I'm streaming. Welcome to the second session of Good Morning, Grant Lovers, series number 2. As I said yesterday, there was a series 1. Now there's a series 2. It's like on Netflix when you start, I think it's called binge watching, and you can't overcome it. You can't get rid of the addiction. And so I'm creating the second series on grants, and I'm really hoping that this campaign that I'm doing here, campaigning for every Montessorian in the whole world to know about grant money, is going to work out for you in a way, in a positive way, of course, in a way which means you're going to get really inspired about writing grants and applying for grants for your work. Okay, so I would like, okay, let's see, I have my Instagram here. I see that people are already joining. I would love for you to let me know where you are joining from, if you can, before we start. So I see there's Plummy, my colleague on Instagram. Hello, Plummy. Please say hello on Instagram so people see that we would like for, that they can also say hello. For some reason, you Montessorians are very slow in saying hello in these live streams. I attend many of these live streams myself, live streams that my mentor, for example, does. I love them, and I always, when she says say hello, I always say hello in comments. So please say hello and let me know where you're joining from today. Welcome to the Good Morning Grant Lovers live talk show. I am Mirka, and we are streaming this from Montessori Institute Prague. For those of you who are somewhere in the world and you don't know where Prague is, which is normal, we are in the center of Europe. My country is called Czechia, or former Czech Republic, and it's in the heart of Europe, right there in the middle of Europe, a very small country. The capital city is called Prague, and we are a Montessori teacher training institute, an international or even global organization. And one of the things that we teach our community and everybody who joins these live sessions is about how to fund Montessori educational projects. And that's why we are here today. We're going to be talking about grants for Montessori. But before I start, I have my coffee. I would like to know if you also have your coffee. Hello, welcome, Bluebells. Welcome, Ula Tralala. That's a lovely name. And welcome, Zaczni z Thermomixem. That would be a colleague from the Czech Republic. And welcome, Plummy. Maybe you're joining on Facebook now instead of on Instagram. Please say hello in chat and let me know where you are joining from. You can even share your name if you want to. My name is Mirka, and this is being streamed from Montessori Institute Prague. Mirka from Montessori Institute Prague. We're going to start immediately because it's a very short session. We're going to do this. Hi, Kate. So nice to see you. Okay, I'm sure Kate is going to say hello and where she's joining from. Kate, please lead the way and say hello to me in comments. And hello, Montana from Germany. It's so nice to see you. And thank you for commenting. Sometimes I think that Montessorians don't know how to say hello on Instagram. Okay, it's really funny. I'm sure you can say hello on Instagram. So, and hello to India. Yes, okay, amazing. So I'm beginning to see that we are global, we're connecting on a global scale, and I'm going to jump right into it for the people who are here. Hello, Nitu. It's so nice to have you. Hello, Montana. Hello, Kate. Hello, Plummy. All right, again, one more time, last sentence, introduction. My name is Mirka. We are streaming this from Montessori Institute Prague, and the name of this series is called Good Morning, Grant Lovers. So I think that gives away what I'm going to talk about. This is a campaign, in a way, a free campaign in which I am trying to explain to people around the globe about funding for educational projects. And I am trying to explain to people around the world, Montessorians for the most part, that there is something which is called grants or grant money. So that would be GRANT, grants, and I'll put it in here as well, grant money. And that is something which is available for Montessori organizations, for Montessori individuals, and generally for educational projects as well, okay? So grant money. What is grant money? Was the subject of the live stream yesterday. You can find the live stream from yesterday on our social media. So if you're joining on Instagram, you can go to my profile and find the live stream from yesterday. We talked about what is grant money, why would anybody give grant money to educational projects, and what they expect in return. So you can go back and watch the recording. If you're joining on Montessori Institute Prague's Facebook page or on my LinkedIn page or on YouTube, the recording stays there as well, so you can find it. You just look up Montessori Institute Prague or Mirka for Montessori, and you'll find the recordings there, okay? So we talked about what are grants and why would anybody give grant money to Montessori schools. I am trying to, so what I did was there was a survey several weeks ago, which we sent to all of our global community. And in this survey, and it was an anonymous survey, in this survey, we asked people about how do they fund their educational projects. We said, where do you get money from? Do you have enough money for your educational projects? Do you need more money? And are you using grant money to subsidize your work, so to pay for your work? And we received a response which was quite interesting. First of all, we received many answers, and I was really excited about that because that survey is legitimate, and it's a global survey, and it's really interesting. And it turns out that 67% of Montessori organizations around the whole world do not know how to apply for grant money or how to get grant money for their work. And I thought that's horrible because we are all in a nonprofit. Majority of us are, even if we establish our schools as profitable or as LTDs, as businesses, at the end of the day, making the profit is not our priority. Our priority is to make a difference, to bring Montessori to communities around the whole world. Obviously, we also need to create profit to be able to grow and to be able to sustain ourselves, but it's not the major reason why we start Montessori programs. And this is called mission-driven organizations, okay? So when your major purpose is to help other people, and it could be through education or it could be through other types of service, you are a mission-driven organization or a mission-driven individual. And when you are a mission-driven individual, when you want to serve the world and serve other people, you can start looking into getting grant money for your work, okay? So this means that there is somebody out there who has the same mission as you do, and they don't have the expertise that you do, or they don't want to do the work themselves because they have other work to do, but they do have the money and they want to help you. And we absolutely need to, as educational organizations, start, first of all, become aware of the fact that there is grant funding available for our projects. So that's number one. And then number two, start learning how to get that funding for our projects. Now, why am I so passionate about this? Because I am a grant funder, okay? I started a Montessori school 13 years ago, or maybe even more than that. And I started working in service to other people, serving parents 19 years ago. And then I started Montessori Institute Prague also about 13 years ago. And all my life, I have served other people. I have served and I have struggled to bring Montessori to my country, to help other people bring Montessori to their communities around the world. And I learned how to apply for grants. And I became a very skilled grant funder. And grant money has been, ever since then, part of our financial strategy. Of financial strategy of my school and financial strategy of the institute, of the Teacher Training Institute. So I have raised, and I shared this yesterday, over 2.3 million euros, or you could say dollars, because euros and dollars are pretty much the same these days. Over the 19 years of my practice as a grant funder, 2.3 million euros, or dollars if you were in the United States, or in, where we have some people from the States here who think in dollars, but dollars and euros. And when I started asking my colleagues around the world, and I said, we use grant money for our work, do you also do that? And they would say, no, what are grants? And I said, okay. So I decided I'm going to do this campaign, and this is literally free. I'm doing, there's going to be a free webinar following up on this, on these live sessions. I'll tell you about that in just a second. And I decided I'm going to campaign, and I'm going to teach people what are grants and how it can help them. So that's the reason why I'm here. And I'm welcome to Montana from Germany. She says, I'm a mom, my children visiting a free school, non-governmentally funded. And we crowdfunded it, a new schoolhouse, but now we need a new sports area. Well, Montana, this is a perfect project for applying for grants, okay? My school applied for a grant to build a garden outside with children, a sensorial garden, and we were able to get some funding for the structures, movement structures and those kinds of things. So you can definitely apply for grants, for grant money for doing something like this. So just stay with me, and I'll be talking about some of this, and I'll invite you to the free webinar that you can join on Thursday next week, okay? And hello to Katalin, to London. Thank you for saying hello, Katalin, because people somehow don't know, I don't know if they know where comments are on Facebook or on Instagram. I would love for everybody who joins, and even if you're listening to this afterwards, because I know many people listened to the recording. Even if you are listening to the recording later and you hear me saying this now, please say hello in comments and say where you're joining from, and maybe even share a little bit about yourself, because I would like to know who you are. And what are your needs? Are you a Montessorian? Do you need money for your work? And what kind of money? What kind of funding? What are your funding needs? So please let me know in chat, okay? Because this helps me to help you more. Namaste, Saraswati. Hello, nice to hear from you. And I see there's somebody. Yes, hello to Vietnam again. Oh, thank you so much for commenting. And please also on Instagram, I'm watching Instagram as well. I see somebody in Montessori Home just joined. So nice to have you. So I've just gone through explaining why am I campaigning for grants? Why am I telling people about grant money? You could think about this as a marketing campaign on behalf of grant money, okay? I am sharing with the world that there are grants available for Montessori and other educational work. And I am sharing that you can do it because I've done it. I've raised 2.3 million euros in 20 years, of course. So it's not like you can sit down, write a grant application and get 2 million euros. It takes time. But hello, Amina, so nice to see you. But it's possible, and that's why I'm doing this. The main reason for this is to convince you who are listening to me that there's hope for funding for you, and to spark the hope in your minds and in your hearts that you can do it. I've done it, and you can do it as well. Okay, so today we have some questions from the survey. Hello to Israel. Yay! Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Roa. So nice to have you. Yes, okay. And thank you for putting a comment. I have to train you people to comment and say hello to me because I'm talking here and I want to know who's with me. I want to know who's listening. And so it's so nice to get, and where you are from, because now we have somebody here from Israel. Amina is from Bosnia Herzegovina. Sarajevo, if I'm correct. Now, forgive me if I'm geographically, but Sarajevo, I think. And then we have somebody from Vietnam, we have somebody from India, we have somebody from Germany, we have people from the Czech Republic. And how cool is that? That is really cool. And I want you to know about that. Okay. So questions that we're going to look at today come from a survey which we did a couple of weeks ago. And thank you for Sarajevo. Yes, that's what I thought. Thank you. From a survey which we ran a few weeks ago, and I'm going to get to it now. Okay, so one of the questions, hi Habibi. One of the questions was, what if we don't qualify? What if our organization doesn't qualify? Or how do we know that we qualify? Maybe I can say, okay. How do we know we can apply for grants? Okay, so the answer is very simple. Anybody can apply for grants, okay? That's like a general reply to this question. How do you know you can apply? You can apply. You're here, you're listening to me, you're now finding out that you can apply. And then, of course, what the next step would be, you need to figure out what are your funding needs, and also what is your mission and your vision, and how you are helping the world, okay, or how you want to help the world. And then when you have, we call this a project or grant funding idea. When you have this idea of what you could do for other people or for the world, you start looking for the right grant funder, okay? And you're looking for somebody who wants to give money for the type of work which you are doing. Obviously, if you're wanting to build a home for the elderly, you're going to look for a grant funder who wants to support elderly people, who wants to make sure that every elderly person in this world has a roof over their head and food to eat, and that maybe even they are in an environment which is stimulating and which shows them that even when we become senior, we still have things to give to the world, that there's a purpose and a meaning, okay? We know there are some people who are bringing Montessori to the elderly, and that would be a beautiful grant idea for a project, okay? Definitely there are people who want to fund elderly care, and they would love, I am sure, to hear about our Montessori approach, because they're always, people are always looking for innovative and more functional and more effective ways to help others. And I am sure that a project supporting elderly people with Montessori approach would be a wonderful project idea. So you qualify to look for grant funding if you have an idea how to help this world. If you already have some expertise how to help, or if you have some skills that you want to use to help other people. And then the next step would be to look for the right grant funder who wants to support, whose mission and vision aligns with your mission and vision, okay? So that's the first part of the question. Then the second part of the question goes to people who are not part of an organization, or one of the people said here that we are a volunteer free school. We are a group of parents who want, a community of parents who want to do something like that. There are funders who also support these grassroots communities. There are funders who support individuals. Okay, so you can also apply for grant funding as an individual. It's always a matter of finding the right grant funder for the way you want to help for the project idea that you have. Okay. Then there's something which is called, and this is a technical term, and I'll be talking more about that in the workshop, in the free workshop next Thursday. It's called eligibility. Maybe Plummy, you can put it in chat. I'll put on Facebook, I'll put it in chat. Eligibility in chat on Instagram. And don't worry, all eligibility means is each grant funder has a certain set of criteria of organizations or individuals they're looking for. Okay, so you would be, when you start looking for a grant funder, you would go to their website and you will look for eligibility criteria. Okay, I'll put it here too. Eligibility. Now, they could have, thank you, or they could have, it could be called who can apply, who can apply would be a section on their website, or eligibility or criteria for applicants, something like this. And there are several, so you would, when you start looking for your funder, you have an idea, you're thinking, okay, maybe I want to create a parent support group, or I want to start working with the elderly, or I want to publish a book, or I want to translate a book. There are many Montessorians around the world that don't have books available by Maria Montessori in their own language. So that's a lovely project, translate Maria Montessori's writings. You start looking for the right grant funder, and then when you come to a website which looks like they might be the right fit for you, you look for criteria, can you apply, okay? And there will be, the most basic are you in the right geographical location? So is this grant funder, do they want to support organizations in Germany, or is this a global grant funder that has global reach and they don't care where you are? Or is it an organization which wants to support development of education in Africa? So then you look at this geographical eligibility and see if, okay, am I in the right geographical location for this money? You also want to look at, sometimes they require several years of existence of your organization, or on the contrary, they'll say, we only support grassroots communities. We don't want you to be legally established. So that would be another type of eligibility. So I don't want to go into great detail about this not to confuse you too much. But here, this is something we'll be talking about at the free workshop next week on Thursday. So let's see if I can share my screen right here. Okay, 1 second, and show you, but I will answer more questions. I just want to show you the screen and invite you to the workshop while I'm talking about this. So I hope you see my screen now. Let's check. Yes. Okay. So it's a free workshop. It's called Fund Your Montessori Dream, and you can join. It's in 7 days. It's in a week. And you can register on this website. I'll put the link to the website into chats, so you can join. And what we're going to do is you are going to learn how you can get money for your Montessori work. Okay, so we'll be talking about what's the right project idea. We'll be talking about how to find a real grant funder, and I'll share with you the writing formula that we created here at Montessori Institute Prague, which is like a step-by-step process how to write a grant application. It's free of charge. It's going to be a live Zoom session, and it's not going to be just me talking. It'll be a practical workshop, so you're actually going to leave with some transformation for yourself. Okay, I'll give you a list of grant funders as well. And this is me, and then you can look on this website for further details. So I'm going to stop screen sharing, and I'm going to put the link into chat here and also on Instagram. Let's see. So you can, if you want to join me, I would love to have you all there. You've come, you've listened to this, and I'm sure you're interested in grants now. So please come. It's a free workshop. One day, I think it's 2.5 hours. It'll be in the afternoon, late afternoon for us in Europe, so early morning for people on the US side continent, and then Asia people who we also help are, that's like late evening for them, but also there's going to be a recording. So all you need to do is you just register, and then if you can't come, we'll send you the recording. Okay? So I answered the question, what if we don't qualify, or how do we know we qualify to get grants? I hope you have a sense now that anybody pretty much can qualify, and that it's really a question of finding the right grant funder, and how to do that we'll be talking at the workshop. Okay, let me see. What's another? Some people ask me another question which I can answer quickly. Yes, the link goes here. Okay, go here. Here it is. I've just put it in chat. Okay, and I hope you just let me know you can see it. Okay, just let me know. But you would find it at my website, which is Mirka, Mirka .amiprague.com, and there it's right there on the homepage is the click to the free workshop. So one of the questions people ask me also is, do I have to have good English in order to apply for grant money? So I want to say no. Usually, what you would do as when you want to take that first step and start trying, thank you, Anka, you would look for local grant funders. That's probably the easiest way to go for people who are starting to learn how to write grant applications. And local grant funders speak the language that you speak. Okay, great, thank you. So you would write the application in your own language. If you find a grant funder, for example, if you go for some kind of international collaboration between schools, which is something we do a lot here in Europe from grant funding, you would want to write in English, but you can use AI, you can use chatbot GPT, or you can use DeepL. You can write it in your language if you're more comfortable with that, and then you just Google Translate or DeepL. DeepL is a translate tool, or you can use Google Translate, or just chatbot GPT. Okay, so no, English is not a requirement for people to apply for grants. Okay, let me just put this in other chat. Google Translate, chatbot, and DeepL Translate. So I have two groups, one on Facebook, one on Instagram, and I see you both here. I just want to make sure that both groups get the same information. What do the grant funders expect in return? I think that's going to be my last question for today. And then before I answer that, I just want to share, I don't know if you've noticed, but what I did was I actually took all of these questions you gave me in the survey, and I answered each question in a video, in a short video, and I'm sharing those answers in short reels on my Instagram and on my Facebook, and also on Montessori Institute Prague. So all of these questions that I'm answering here live, I actually pre-recorded answers to, and every day I shared 2 yesterday. I'm going to share 2 or 3 more today. So you can either listen to this recording, or you can go to our social media and you can also listen one by one. All right, just so you know. So this is a massive campaign, massive educational campaign about grants. What do grant funders expect in return from you? I think that's such a thoughtful question, and I'm so glad that it was asked. Because they do expect, sometimes people say that grants are free money, and in a way it is, because you get money, you write a project idea, you write how you can help, and you say, okay, we're going to do these and these activities, and we need this and this money, and then if the grant funder likes it, they give you the money to do the work, which is awesome. So in a way it's free, but what they expect in return is that you do the work that you described in the application. Okay, so what they take it as a commitment from you, that you are going to help them, you are going to extend the help, you're going to organize the activities that you promised to organize. So for example, let's go back to the example that we had here in chat. We want to build a community garden, or we want to build a playground outside of our school or outside of our community space. And you write a beautiful application, and in that application you explain why you want to do this, why you want to build a community garden, or why you want to build a playground. And you will say that you are a group of parents educating children together. You are a free school. You are helping children and families who don't have money to pay school fees. And these children need movement. And you're also going to use that playground or that community garden to invite other families in. You're actually going to use that garden as a community invitation to your project. And people, you're going to help people who wouldn't normally maybe find courage to come to your sessions, but they will find courage to take their children to your playground. And there you will be there talking with them and saying, we are here and we can help. So this would be a very beautiful and very simple project idea. And that grant funder is going to say, that's a great idea, it's very innovative. How do we, it really overcomes the barriers of people who would normally not seek the help of a group like that, or a community center, or a parent and child group. But because we have this playground, it's outside of our building, it's free of charge, it's accessible by anybody in the community, they will come there, and it's like a step from inside out to invite them in. And then the grant funder will say, okay, this is beautiful. I'm going to give you $1,000 or €1,000 to build this playground. And I expect you to actually build that playground, and I expect you to be there and to do those activities. I also want to know what is it that you're going to do for those people. So this is what they expect back. Okay, you describe the activities, you describe what you're going to do with the money, you describe how much money you need, and then when they give you the money, you're going to do the work and you're going to report in return. So you're going to write to your grant funder and you're going to say, you gave us €1,000 on such and such day. We planned how the playground is going to look. We hired a woodworker. He came 2 months later or 2 weeks later, he built the playground. And then on March 1st, we had a grand opening and 30 people came. And out of those 30 people, there were 5 new families. And we invited them, we gave them our business cards, and they came on April 1st for a tea and coffee with us, where we had a support group and we talked with them about what are their needs and how we can help them. And then they came again, and then they came again, and they become part of our community. And we learned that they have these and these problems, and this is how we helped them. Okay, so this is to answer the question: when somebody gives you money, what is it that they expect in return? They expect that you do what you promised to do, and that you will report to them, and that you will actually extend the help that you promised to extend with the money. Okay? So that's to answer the question, what do grant funders expect in return? I do have a bit more here. Okay, let's see. I think this one is, what if most funders only fund specific things like sports or digital screens in schools, or some other things? So this I will answer on my social media today. It's really, I've run over time again, but I do want, so this question I'll answer. What if most funders fund specific things like sports or digital screens? They do. There are many grant funders that fund specific things, and you can come back to my Instagram or to my Facebook or to MIP's Facebook today for the answer, because I do have a video recorded about that, and I'm out of time and I have to I have to finish, not to keep you too long. Let me see. There's a question. We did pre-sell our windows. The owners can decide what special window they want to name. And now there are a lot of little coins with the owners' names on it. That's beautiful. Montana, I like a lot what you're sharing. First of all, thank you for sharing. And I would love for you to come to the free workshop to share more because it sounds like you have a lot of knowledge about crowdfunding and doing little fundraisers and helping people who can't pay for your service. So I would love for you to join the workshop, the webinar, the workshop. I'm going to put the link one more time in chat just in case. It's a free workshop. You don't have to worry. It's free. I'm sharing this expertise about grants for free. And I would love for you all to come and join me. Tomorrow, I will be here again at 9 o'clock in the morning. One more time. Thank you, Anka. I really appreciate that you offer your time and knowledge to us. You're such a special person and a friend. Thank you. Anka, thank you. Those are beautiful words. I am really glad that you come because it means that you feel I still have something to give to you, although we've worked together for quite some time. And I know that you're going to write your grant application soon and you're going to get money. I know it's brewing inside of you and you're thinking, and so and I know that you're going to be, then one day I'll be saying, because I share in the workshop, I will share with you about people who learned from us or learned from me and who got money for their work, which is the most exciting thing. And what I was going to say is that I know, Anka, one day you are going to be one of the testimonials for me as well when you get your money. You're more than skilled and capable to write a grant application. Okay, so what am I going to talk about tomorrow is where to begin, okay? If you're ready to kind of start thinking, oh, I think this could work for me, so then come tomorrow again at 9 o'clock Central European Time. I'll be here again on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on LinkedIn, talking about where to begin and inviting you for the workshop again for next week. Then we'll have a weekend, so we won't have any sessions on the weekend, but then there are going to be 4 more next week. So you can kind of put this at the back of your head that I can be with you and you can be with me tomorrow, which is Friday, and then again 4 more days next week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 9 o'clock my time, and whatever it is your time. I'll be here sharing more about grants and how they can help you and how you can do it on all of that. So tomorrow we'll be talking about where to begin with grant money. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for listening. This recording is staying on social media, so hello and thank you also to the people who are going to watch the recording. And I'm really, really looking forward to seeing you and talking with you tomorrow. And thank you. Yay. Okay, come to the workshop. I'm so happy. I can't wait to get to know you. Okay, Montana from Germany. See you in the workshop, everybody, and see you tomorrow morning if you want to have coffee with me. I'm going to finish up my cup and have breakfast and get ready for tomorrow. Love you. Have a beautiful day and see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.